I used to hate laundromats when I was a kid. Granted, I didn't go there often, but when we had to go, it felt like we would just spend hours there. But today, I felt peace and patience knowing that I get to help my grandmother out with washing her clothes. It's all a very full circle moment that we'll get into later in the video, but today was really not that bad. Dare I say I actually found joy in the mundane task of doing laundry today? It's funny too because, at the beginning of the year, we start setting goals like, I want to wake up earlier, I want to be more productive. And then I look up and I find myself in a predicament where it's aligning with the very thing I said I wanted to do.
This cookie butter iced latte is really good. I almost got the avocado toast, but that shit was a coffee and a breakfast sandwich was gonna send me back $23. Bro, this coffee was already $10.23, which is kind of insane. I could make this at home, but it's like my second day caregiving for my grandma. And I have to go do her laundry, and I just really wanted a treat while I do that. So, yeah. I know I'm going to be hungry soon, so I probably should have got a breakfast sandwich. But, I'm also trying to save money, and I still have to get my boyfriend's Valentine's Day gift. I know, I'm a terrible girlfriend. Can y'all even see me? I'm pretty sure I'm too close to the frame, but I literally don't even care. Let me back up a few. I don't have the fancy tripods to be recording in my car. I've applied for samples, trust me. This is really good. Let me get to the laundromat. Damn, this is really good. Second day on the job, for real. Glad I get to help out my grandma. She said they're doing better. And by she, I mean the physical therapist that came today. This is a perfect little treat. I might have to take it out. No. Now me struggling to get this. Oh my God. You know what? At this point, I really have to take matters into my own hands. The cookie definitely adds something. Oh my God. After I get my ass to the laundromat, I'll come back and talk to y'all. I feel this caffeine kicking up already. Caffeine with the Benjamin. It's gonna be a good day.
I'm already sweating, so it's definitely just for the video vibes, but yeah. Editing Marcoye. Forgot my Bluetooth headphones were connected to the phone I was recording the voiceover on, so it wasn't even picking up any of my voice. So I'm basically holding my phone for no reason, but at least you have a cool phone case to look at for 15 minutes. Back to the topic of this video. I used to hate laundromats. I used to live with the grandma I'm currently I'm the caregiver of. And it was a pretty traumatic experience, I'm not gonna lie. We didn't really know her. So after living with her, and I say we didn't really know her because, we weren't really in her lives. Of course, my mom knew her because that's her mother. But we weren't really around until we were forced to move in with her. And she lived on the south side of Chicago on South King Drive, I believe. But also just, I don't know if you relate, but I feel like most Black people have been through the phase of because you've seen the tweets where it's if you've never lived with your grandma, I don't want to hear it type shit. If you've lived with your grandma, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, regardless, I feel like it's a thing. So yeah, by not really knowing her, we didn't really know what we were in for. I don't want to get too deep into it, but some traumatic shit happened. I remember this one time, she threatened to throw our gaming systems off her balcony, bro. And I'm pretty sure, did she? I don't know. I can't even remember. But just remembering the initial threat of her saying that was traumatic enough. And then yelling and screaming, I can't even. We're children. So yeah, just to give you a little hint. Fast forward into today, I'm currently looking after her, caregiving, essentially, because she had a heart attack and she's stable, she's doing good, but she's gonna need some help. The physical therapist comes over, the nurse comes over, and she used to have a different caregiver, but I think she fired her. I'm not even gonna lie, she be on bullshit sometimes. Granny, I love you, but you be on bullshit sometimes. Yeah, me having to step up and do this has been major. Shifting schedule, shifting getting my life right. I started this Wednesday, a day ago. It's Thursday. I'm trying to get my footing because I don't even know what to do. I've had no real training, for one. For two, it's also kind of a bit awkward because I'm just keeping my distance and loving at a distance, helping out from a distance. Yet when I come home, I feel like, damn, did I do enough? Like today I did her laundry, which is definitely doing enough, you know? But I also feel bad, like I should be sitting with her and just like doing stuff, which I think I am gonna do tomorrow. But I used to always remember like people in high school being like, oh my gosh, I have such a close relationship with my grandma, my grandpa, and I'm just like, they don't know that I be keeping my distance. And this is really sad because, like, you know, you should have a relationship with your elders. Literally, both of my grandmas are alive. Thank you, Most High, real. And I've had this thought, like, you know, you should keep up more type shit. But then I'm also like, phone works both ways type shit. Like, it's so layered. And as you grow up, of course, you find excuses. Because really, I feel like everyone has a bit of time. But, you know, I'm just thinking back. Things really happen for a reason, because remember how I told you she lived on the south side of Chicago? It was just getting, you know, too crazy over there. And granted, no one was really messing with her because she's an old woman on like the 3rd floor. But a rental opened up down the street from us in an apartment. And I just remember my mom being in contact with her, like, yeah, there's a place for rent down the street. We can get you in, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, she moves in closer to us. And this is when I took note. I'm like, your maternal influences have been on your mind, and now your grandma is moving in down the street. So, like, there's no excuses. You can get close, you can do what you need to do, find out some information, but it has to work both ways. Like, I remember, I forget the year, but a couple years ago, I was like into my creative bag, and I'm like, oh my gosh, both of my grandmas are alive. I should like do a documentary or like ask some questions about their life and try to gauge, you know, because they've seen some shit. And she was like, no, I don't want to be on camera, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm like, bro, at the time I was like, you know what? Can't force you. It is what it is. But now that I've seen TikToks and stuff, like I can definitely just do B-roll and just have her talk low key, because like things should be documented. I'm gonna revisit that idea, especially after being her caretaker. But yeah, things like that. I just remember her not being down, so I'm like, okay, she never wants to do anything. I'm not even gonna try to see, you know, or explore this further. Because every time I would try to explore or just like past trauma, remembering that, I'm like, let me just back up and just love from a distance. Like, I'm not even gonna, we don't even have to go there. Yeah, fast forward to now, I'm just like, bro, I feel like my mind, the things I think, they really just come to because it was on my mind years ago. And now fast forward, it's like, okay, the universe is giving me an opportunity here to do some stuff. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out as time goes on. But the way things align are crazy. Because, of course, with it being 2025, I'm trying to get my life together like everyone else. And waking up earlier and working out and just getting my day started earlier was one of those goals. I briefly thought about it. Didn't really hold myself to it, make it a resolution or anything, but now I have to wake up a little earlier in the day, maybe like 7 or 8 at the most, because she wants me there from 9 a.m. to 1. And I'm like, okay. Of course, I could be like, ugh. Because at first I was like, bro, why do I have to step up to be the caregiver? Like, of course, I can use another stream of income, but I'm also like, for one, I'm not the only grandchild. For two, like, someone else altogether could do it, so there's just no pressure on me. But then I'm like, how is this helping me? You have to really back up and give yourself some perspective and be like, everything's happening for me, like, not to me, you know? And I'm like, bro, you said you wanted to wake up earlier. Now you have to be there at 9 a.m., which is like the time you normally wake up. So if you want, you can wake up at like 5 a.m., get a workout in, get ready for your day, and then go see your grandma and like help her out. I'm just playing around with like schedules, stuff like that. Like, what can I do to maximize my benefit? Like, for one, I'm already getting to see her more, slowly and gradually spending more time together. That's great. And I also told myself, each time I leave, I'm gonna give her a hug. You know, just give her a hug For one, hugs help us. I remember seeing that we need like 8 hugs a day to remain, I forget, but like stable, essentially. Like, you know, have those good hormones. Is it hormones? I don't know. Please don't listen to me. This is why I don't get on her and talk. But 8 hugs a day. I'm like, bro, she's not getting that. She's not getting that. So me giving her a hug every day, I should damn near give her 8, but that's like overwhelming. I know she'll probably be like, okay, girl, go, please. But yeah, little things like that. I feel like that's gonna just help my overall well-being of life, if you know what I mean. Cause yeah, I've been in a routine of like editing, posting, scrolling, cleaning my room, and then like going to work. Like there's so much I want to do, but when it comes down to it, the fact that I have both here in 2025 is major. You're grown, you're about to be 25. You need to lock in with like the other stuff: family, compassion, understanding, adult shit for real. Cause I already know that if I just work, that stuff is gonna pass me by, and then you're gonna look up and have no relationships with anyone. I'm just like, bro, it can't be me. It can't be me. Let me lock in and just see how these things are happening for me to just boost me up and make me more amazing and hot and gorgeous and cool. Yeah, I'm just in a really weird period right now. But that's the inner happenings. That's what pretty much happened today. The coffee was really good. That was amazing. But also, let me learn how to make that shit at home because it was $10.15. I was almost going crazy, gonna get that breakfast sandwich for real. But I'm like, let's reel it back in. I know I need to give myself more time. So waking up earlier, going to sleep earlier. Yes, because last night I went to sleep so late and I knew I had to get up early, and I woke up a few minutes before my alarm and I was like, oh shit, did I miss the alarm? I'm just gonna try to show up every day in like my most ideal day, and I feel like that's another way to curate some good habits, like getting ready for my day right now and filming this video, because I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately and I'm just like looking at people, all their different setups. Some people just hop right into the videos, some people have intros, but regardless, the authenticity shines through and you're like, I really mess with what this person's saying, the insight they're giving me. My problem is I be making too many connections while filming. Perks of being a Gemini. And I'm just like, bro, let's hone it back in. What was the topic you were talking about? I do this with just normal topics in everyday life too. So I'm trying to get better, but at the same time, I'm like, this is also me, bro. Just take it for what it is. If you want me to hit another point, be like, wait, in the comments, you never finished that one thought. And then I can be like, oh yeah. I'm off, but I don't want to just do nothing, because I promise you, I was steps away from curling up into bed, eating the Chinese food I bought, and watching 48 Hours on YouTube, because that has been my thing lately. I caught a really good episode in my parents' room one day, and I was like, wait, 48 Hours, I remember this. This is a good show. Like, I don't want it in my subconscious all the time, because like people be missing craziness, but the way they film it and tell the story is like really enticing. But that's also why I have to step away and be like, okay, it's time to tell your own story and like lock in, film this content, edit, post, like do the stuff you said you were gonna do. It's still January, so I'm not late. Like I've been consistently ish uploading on here, and after that TikTok ban, I see that all these apps are fluky and can go down in a second. Not just go down, but like be shut down. But yeah, let me not take over this video for real with all my thoughts. I promise you, a series on here, Gemini YAP session, I need to put more time and effort into those, because I'm all over the place. I was actually watching this YouTube video about how Doji, and like how she blew up like out of nowhere. When am I gonna blow up type stuff, and she was still doing it regardless if people were watching or not, and I feel her on that, because bro, I just need to stay loyal. The authenticity is gonna shine through, bro. It's gonna shine through for real. Hey, editing Marcoye here. I was actually just cut off because my other phone died while I was recording. but it's probably for the best because you know me, I was about to start yapping about Dochi. I just wanted to thank y'all for watching. I'm like halfway out this head wrap, earrings off, ready to edit and post this video. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who's here from TikTok. We're gonna be more consistent on YouTube, okay? That's all for this one though. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.